Everyone, and welcome back to RGLGG, where we have got an amazing game on our hands. It's going to be Froyotech versus The Wall, your first and second seed battling it out here. My name is Tisimeno. I am joined by Uni, aka Unicorn Wizard. As always, we've got the amazing Dolphin on production. Uni, how you doing, and are you excited for this matchup tonight?
I am very excited. This is the top two teams in Invite, so it should just be a good match regardless of the outcome.
Yes, it really should be. As last night, we did see The Wall face off against Black Swan, and they were able to take it in a pretty decisive 4-1. They're going to need all that energy that they potentially got from last night because they've got a much tougher opponent on their hands. Froyotech currently undefeated in the season, even though they have had a little bit of instability in their ranks so far. They had to swap out Logan for Yite, leaving the team, and Logan stepping up. A lot of people probably know Logan as the demo man for like a G6, but he's already played Scout once before. I think he played it in Highlander, correct me if I'm wrong, and I believe he also played it for was it Global Clan when it was the Quacks roster? I know he definitely played Invite Scout 6s, so he has a little bit of experience on it, and he was previously slated to play Scout on Froyotech a couple seasons ago anyway, so he is not at all unfamiliar with the role.
Yeah, he's a very, very good Scout. Yite's a big loss, but I think he's been filling the shoes pretty admirably, and it hasn't really impacted Froyotech from a competitive standpoint.
No, not at all. And then otherwise on Froyotech, it is going to be the rest of the players that we've seen for the season. Brand Slam going to be the Pocket Scout, Laz and Patty, the two soldiers. Banny on demo, Pipe Jesus returning to his original role, and then Dank on medic. And even though I say, your usual Froyotech players, many of them not super usual Froyotech players. People like Brand Slam and Laz have long been kind of the adversary of Banny and Froyotech, playing on the likes of Witness Gaming, most notably, and Laz on kind of different projects, Ascent, Elevate throughout his Invite career. But otherwise, Patty, longtime Froyotech family member, and Dank, his second, I believe, season with the team. Actually, no, sorry, it's going to be Hubada. I don't know why I said Dank, but it's going to be Hubada.
Dank.
It is Dank. Oh,
yeah. Dank's in the server right now. I'm pretty sure he's playing for Froyo tonight, but normally it is Hubada, yes. Okay.
Well, there's a little bit of breaking news. Dank probably filling in for Hubada. I mean, what do you make up of that switch up? I mean, they're going to have a little bit more chemistry with Hubada because he's been playing with them for the season and a half. But Dank, obviously a really good medic and has, a lot of experience in top level Invite as well.
Yeah, I mean, once you get to the top, the best medics, it doesn't necessarily come down to mechanics anymore. They're all so good mechanically. It is that just decision-making and your comfort level and familiarity with the team. So that you might see Froyo have a tiny bit of hit just because, like you said, Dank hasn't been playing with them, isn't their main medic, but I'm doubtful it's going to have too much of a noticeable impact.
And then on the other side, for The Wall, they've got Hubert the Fish as their medic, but Sandblast going to be the Scout, Soar, the Flank Scout, coming in his first season of Invite, and he's already on a top team, top 2 at the moment. We'll see how The Wall can do in the remainder of this season, but irregardless of where they fall, it's been a very impressive season for the Invite newcomer.
Yeah, no, he's been playing incredibly well, and 8-1, that's in your first Invite season. That is nothing to scoff at, and I mean, with the way they've been playing, there is a world where they could beat Froyo, take first. I mean, Froyotech is right now still the favorites, but, winning Invite in your first season would definitely be something.
And as we are about to get live on our matchup, we didn't even talk about the map. It is going to be Product. What do you think? What are your predictions, Uni?
I'm going 4-1, 4-2 for Froyo. Product is such a Scout-centric map. Like, demos obviously have a big impact as well, and soldiers can have a big impact, but it's a Scout map here, like, first and foremost. And Brand Slam on Pocket Scout takes so many heals. He just goes in. He does a lot of work that I don't know if The Wall will be able to put in. So I'll say 4-1, 4-2.
All right. I am going to have to mirror that, but we're going to have to see if our predictions are correct or if The Wall will stand tall as we go live on the very first round. Froyotech versus the wall. Gonna be watching Banny, very aggressive, getting onto the point almost immediately just to try and get that early spam damage out onto the wall.
Oh,
But it's
I didn't
Sandblast
realize.
who instead comes up on Sniper, takes down Banny, and that is going to be the call for Froyotech. They're going to be bombing in. Laz immediately wants to try and get on that Sniper and take him out of the equation, but Sandblast, nice body shot, takes him down. Patty is also going to fall. Sai finds another onto Logan. Soar finds another onto Brand Slam, and that is going to be the wall taking this first round. Maybe Froyotech caught off a little bit off guard, like we were, with Sandblast switching off to Sniper, and Sai going to be on Scout.
Yeah, you never expect the sniper right away. That's never a thing a team will ever expect unless the other team is known for heavily running it, which the Wall really aren't. I mean, I certainly wouldn't expect Sai to be on Scout, but it worked wonders. Now you're in a weird spot, though. Forward holding with a sniper can be successful, but unless you hit that first shot, having that other soldier, especially aggressive here on the left side with Dingo, is super, super helpful. But let's see what are they going to bust out? They do have a pyro. They're going to bust out with the right side with that pyro. The soldier jumps through. No force yet, actually. They're down 2.
And they haven't lost anyone either,
There's
but now finally the bomb coming in. That is going to be the force coming out from Hubert. They didn't lose anyone, but now Froyotech, they are going to have Dank safe and secure in spawn. They've got the quicker respawners, so they're immediately going to be able to try and walk right back out. They have Uber to use, so if they think they can maybe get enough to even onto Hubert, they might be willing to just let it rip.
They just rip it right through. Bandy bomb super deep onto Hubert. Gets a pipe. Isn't able to get the follow-up. They are chasing. Nothing comes of it. And that is, I mean, they got out. They're going to get the point for it, but really well played out of the wall to keep everyone on their team alive.
Yeah, very impressive that no one went down there. And so now that, it's going to be a reverse scenario. This time the wall going to be in the position to have the Uber advantage, but now the bomb's going to be coming in to try and get on to Hubert. Going to be safe and secure. Sandblast gets a body shot off onto Patty. Dingo going to follow the Brand Slam as the wall try and make their way back towards the point. They just have to deal with Brand Slam, who's just kind of diverting attention over towards Japan. They're both so weak on Froyotech, both Laz and Brand Slam, but they are going to be taken down. And the wall have been able to not only successfully retake middle, but do it without having to use Uber.
Yeah, and they're playing super aggressive. Bandy's actually pretty far forward, too. They might crush them. They take down Bandy. Sandblast does. Patty's going to get run down as well. And they should be able to live. Logan's pretty aggressive, but they're going to need to back up just a little bit. Actually, as I say that, Laz bombs in, gets good damage onto a bunch of the players. He gets cleaned up, though. So this is just constant. Timson Karma was on Cliff. I think they were hoping to set up for a forward, and they weren't expecting the scouts out of Froyo to get super aggressive through main. That is a huge pick, that Sin Karma pick.
That is really, really good for Froyotech. Now they can walk in without having to worry about any of that damage that the demo can deal. You are going to see them just try and play the point a little bit. Brand Slam on top of it, kind of peeling back for Logan now to get aggressive. They're doing a lot of damage to Soar. He's going to have to back up, but a big bomb comes in. Is going to force out the Uber from Froyotech. Can they find anyone else with it, though? I don't know. Laz in super deep does get the counter force out from the wall. Is going to die for it, but really good from him. Otherwise, the wall would have had that Uber in their back pocket, but Sandblast with 2 quick headshots onto both Logan and Laz, going to be able to take them down. Patty and Bandy all falling. Luckily, Dank does manage to stay alive, but once again, disaster for Froyo.
Yeah, that was a great salvage by Brand Slam. He hit in-house to get on Hubert. I don't know. They're not ready for the sniper. They're not exactly sure how to deal with it, and it shows because when you look at the points, Laz and Patty have combined 1 point. They're not able to get anything done just because of this wall that they're putting around Sandblast. No pun intended.
Well, Froyotech are going to have to try and figure out some answer, bring out the Demolition Squad, but Demolition's man has been taken down. Sandblast with a nice headshot onto Banny. Now Laz going to bomb in, does a lot of damage onto Sin Karma, not going to find the kill, but they do. Brand Slam chasing very deep to get that one. They do have the player advantage with both Dingo and Sin Karma being down. They're kind of all backed up into their cliff area is the wall. And with that, I do believe we have a pause. The wall only had a couple seconds left on the round timer before the pause got enacted. But I think Froyotech are in a good enough position to be able to get this capture before we head into overtime.
Yeah, so they'll get the cap, but beyond that, I'm not exactly sure how this fight is going to go. You have both scouts in, so Brand Slam's going to kind of be forced back here. Logan's not going to be able to go in. Laz isn't healthy enough to immediately bomb, so you're going to see a little bit of a reset, right? Neither of these scouts on either team should run super aggressive, maybe just getting some chip damage holding the ground. But look at Sandblast. Sandblast is peeking through Valley here under Cliff, and he does have a shot on Logan. Dank is on the point. I'm doubtful Dank is going to peek him. Uber's 30%, 20%, excuse me, for the wall. As I say that, we are going live, and yeah, no one's really aggressive. As I say that, though, Laz bumps in. All right, Sandblast just rolls Logan. Laz is going to get cleaned up here as well. Brand Slam does take down Sai. He's hurt in the house. If he gets cleaned up, this should be the round for the wall. Brand Slam is so hurt.
Oh my god, he's still living somehow, some way. Getting on to Sandblast is going to be able to take him down. Brand Slam living and being a nuisance, causing damage is going to be so helpful for Froyotech. Now, they're going to be able to stabilize on the point. The wall, however, kind of sending in some bombs their way. Dingo goes in for one, is able to get out. Sin Karma kind of leading the charge. The furthest one forward for his team is going to have to back up, and things kind of equalize here. Both teams still do have Uber charge, so it is going to have to be an Uber change, but Sin Karma takes down Banny again early, and now Froyotech are going to have to use first. Can they get the counter out from Hubert? They are going to be able to do so, but it's going to be much better for the wall, just chasing down all of these Froyo players. Dank is super far out, not connected to anyone. Brand Slam and a 1v1 over in the house, loses at the side. Froyotech want to try and collapse on the medic. They do, but they're going to lose everyone because of it. It's only Laz. Dank disconnected. Banny not going to be able to make it to the point in time. Might get stuffed by Sai, as all they have to do is capture back up the point and hold it for 8 more seconds.
Yeah, and they should just be able to hold this pretty easily. The only person who's going to have any chance of getting there is Banny, and he's going to be hurt as he flies in. Actually, I say that the soldier flies in, but they're all hurt, and the round ends. So the idea from Froyo was really good. They had 3 people behind. They had, I think, both soldiers and a scout behind, ready to collapse. As soon as that Uber on Hubert faded, they just weren't able to capitalize. They got the med, but they lost 3 for it, and it was just too much to overcome. As I say that, Brand Slam on Sniper.
Brand Slam on Sniper, Patty on Scout. So maybe recognizing that they have to just fight fire with fire. So this SVS between Brand Slam and Sandblast is going to be extremely crucial. They should have spotted Brand Slam already. They might know that there is an enemy sniper in play. Who is going to be the first one to fall here? Both teams playing very, very careful, just trying to play around those sniper sight lines. It's going to be Froyotech getting some early point presence with Patty and Patty and Logan actually stepping on top of it. They've got a lot of it, and it's going to force the wall to try and respond. No one falling just quite yet. No one committing either, but it's going to be Banny finding the first pick on the sword. That's going to give Froyotech the player advantage if they want to be a little bit more aggressive here.
Yeah, they're playing both teams kind of as the Uber comes in. Actually, Banny almost gets dropped. Good Uber out of Sai. They're going to need to bail, but they do deny the point. As Sandblast takes on Petty, that is going to be a big pick as long as no one else, specifically maybe Dingo on the flank, die. They are going to live. Sin Karma gets run down by Laz, immediately traded, but that demo pick is huge. They do have 2-player ad. Dingo needs to live here because they are going to try to push him down. Sandblast takes down Brand Slam. Sword takes down Banny.
And this is maybe finally an opportunity for the wall to capture up middle, as they are going to be able to do so. Not quite. Sandblast finds a nice headshot onto Dank. Sure side did get melted by Logan, but the medic for Froyotech going down is going to be much, much worse. Now we're going to see, can anyone get onto Hubert? Sandblast with a nice headshot onto Banny immediately takes him down, and Hubert is far enough away over by Cliff that he should be able to stay alive even if everyone else goes down. Froyotech just trying to get as many kills as they possibly can, but we're not going to be able to even capture up the point here.
Yeah, I mean, they are now, because they have all their spawns. They should be able to, unless they're fighting it. I'm actually really surprised Dingo's getting this aggressive. They are denying it. They're getting just a little more time off it, and there goes Hubert. So that's why you might not want to fight that, because of the start. And okay, Brand Slam's heating up, so now they just need to weather the storm that is the Soldier and Scout coming in. Good rocket on a Dank. Sai is in. Is not going to be able to get the cleanup, I don't think. No.
Wow, that was... we are going to see a soldier come in. Does a lot of damage, but unfortunately, Sandblast not going to be able to find that last bit onto Dank. So Froyotech, withstanding the wall's aggression, going to be able to capture up the point roundabout even on the time. So good job from Froyotech kind of whittling off a time down, but they weren't able to get in their forward hold positions fast enough, so the wall going to be able to bust out of it.
Yeah, they get forward pretty aggressively. I mean, they know Brand Slam's on Sniper. They should have spotted him on Cliff, so you really don't want to go concrete here. You're going to have to probably go through. Well, it's Uber disad too, so unless they want to go for a sack or hope Sandblast gets a pick, you're going to be waiting at least another 30 seconds. Dingo gets run down on the flank. That's going to be big for this fight as well.
That is going to be, it's just going to delay the wall even more because they have Sandblast up on the sniper, so that means they really can't try and go for some type of force play if they wanted to while they waited to get their own Uber. So we're just going to have to put all their eggs in Sandblast Backett for the moment. He is going to get balled, unfortunate for him, so is going to have to wait for that to stop so he can get some nice clean shots going, but still going to be over on the cliff side. BrandSlam over on his cliff, not really facing each other, and once again we're seeing both the teams play very, very careful.
Yeah, that's a good pick on the last and opens up the flank, and as that happens, the Uber comes in out of both teams. Side just runs straight past everyone else, takes down Logan. Dingo is doing his best to stay alive. They are going to take down BrandSlam, and it looks like everyone on the wall is going to live. They can't chase too far. Look at Vanny. Oh my god. Oh.
That was very, very aggressive bomb onto his China. Not going to pay dividends, but fortunately for him, his team don't have control of the point, so that's going to be a very quick respawn as they're going to have to try and get out from this forward hold that it seems like the wall are kind of not really committing to. They got a couple people forward as Froyotech try and break out. They might find one onto Dingo. He is going to go down, and with that, Froyotech should be able to get out and try and start to contest this point.
Yeah, they were incredibly indecisive. They didn't know what they wanted to do, and they let Dingo die for it. They are just going to probably have to give up the point. These scouts are running in. Logan's on Sin Karma. Gonna take him down. Laz gets cleaned up, and Sandblast gets traded as well. He doesn't take down Sin Karma yet. There's the kill on Sin Karma, and Logan gets traded. That's fine, honestly, because look how much time has come off for the wall. They haven't even capped yet, so if I'm the wall, I'm fine with this. They don't want to give it.
Yeah, they want to try and keep fighting this as a nice bomb does a lot of damage onto Dank. It's going to force him so far back. Dingo and Sai each finding one. Dank is going to have to use just so he doesn't crater. And Froyotech are now going to capture up the point, but they're going to have the longer respawners. Laz does trade out for Sai. It's going to be okay there as Froyotech having control of the point. They're going to have to give this up for the moment as they wait for their respawners, and that's going to be the wall able to immediately retake it.
Yeah, you're relying on BrandSlam right now, especially with Patty being dead. Actually, no, they're just kind of going all the way in. Sin Karma gets cleaned up by Laz, and he takes down Sandblast. That's massive. That's just a solo soldier bomb taking them both down. They are going to get the point, which is going to deny their team spawns. I mean, so what do they want to do here? Maybe bait the other team in onto the point and then take a Sky or Soar Uber in? Yeah, that's exactly what it is. They double scout. They're going to take down Logan. Oh, they're splitting. They do take down Vanny. They're not going to... Nice shot from BrandSlam, actually. Huber
really nice shot. Oh, almost
okay.
Going down there. Good attempt from Laz, but not able to find it. So Hubert is going to stay alive. However, Dank also did as well. So it is still going to be Froyotech with Uber advantage here. It's roundabout still, again, same time off the clock for both of them. Only 30 seconds left, so these final few fights are going to be very, very important to see who is going to be able to take the second round.
Also, Sandblast no longer on Sniper. He is on Soldier. They are going to try to... Froyo is going to try to take without using here. Sandblast, big bomb going behind. Dingo goes in. The Force does come out. They are going to lose Dingo. They're probably losing Sandblast here too. Yes, Ems is going to crater. He does take down BrandSlam, which is actually big. If they can somehow keep Hubert alive here, this is going to be massive. It looks like they are. Patty might want to chase. Sin Karma is getting cleaned up by Banny on Cliff, but that's perfectly fine. The time is going to be at overtime or very close to overtime, and you have a full Uber ad. Again, you're hoping you need some big play. It has to come out of BrandSlam or Laz, most likely. Maybe a scout can run in and be really aggressive, but you have to get a drop or really early force and kite the super, because otherwise this is looking like the round. They don't know where BrandSlam is. They're trying to figure it out. He is on Japan, far left side, behind house. They take it in, they just use. If they can cap behind this Uber, it's fine. Maybe get a kill or two. I don't know if they're getting a single kill though. Banny's taking a lot of damage. They do take that Banny. The cap does come out, and they're getting mulched. Yep.
They are getting mulched, but it doesn't matter. That is going to be Froyotech dead, and the wall taking a second round. And if either predictions are going to come true, Froyotech need to figure something out almost immediately. Seems like they don't have an answer. BrandSlam still going to be up on Sniper, and it should be noted that the scrim that kind of sent Yite away from the team was against the wall on product, so it might be a repeat performance here, but Froyotech have to try and find some answers. We go into the third mid, and immediately Sandblast takes down BrandSlam.
Yeah, Sandblast is just can do no wrong, honestly. Logan's takedown as well. They're going to take the point basically for free. Laz is in connector, but there's nothing he can do. Sandblast is just destroying them. Even when he dies, he's getting a lot of impact off his deaths. They do take the point. Laz gets piped into the skybox. Bite Crater, no, he does live. Good rocket out of him. Even Uber, well, okay, a little bit of an ad for Dank, but it's 10%. It's not going to be able to do too much. So you're either going to have to, again, rely on Brand Slam to get a pick here, or you're going to have to get really aggressive with maybe a Soldier and then Uber behind them.
It is kind of a tall ask, yeah, for Froyotech, but you know, if anyone can do it, it should be them, as they're trying to mobilize closer to the point. Laz in a little bit of a 1v1 is going to lose that to Dingo over in connector. Dingo going to be able to stay alive in the Uber. Comes out from Froyotech. They do get the counter out, but Brand Slam, nice headshot onto Soar. That is going to equalize the playing field just a little bit, as Froyotech want to try and come back in after Ubers have already been expended, but Sandblast, nice headshot on to Patty is going to be one less scout in the equation. Dingo doing a lot of damage, and Sidkarma cleaning up on it with these amazing pipes from all the way across the map. Dingo on the chase, trying to see if he can maybe get on the Patty. Yeah, that's going to be side taking down Banny as well. So Froyotech, they wanted to use that Uber, and they did. They did get the counter out, but they were just not able to keep their health up in the refight.
They're playing so well off this sniper. Everyone on Froyo was so focused on not dying to Sandblast, staying out of that sight line. That Sinkarma was literally able to walk across the right side of point and put like 3 stickies under the other team and just lock and load them to death. Good pick on the Logan. They might lose Sinkarma. It looks like, oh, Patty got on a Hubert. I thought he was just gonna die, but no, Patty gets cleaned up as but he does kill Hubert. That's a huge ad. They're gonna have full Uber ad. Sai is hiding main. Again, they don't have a second soldier. It makes forward holding even harder. They're not gonna even try it. Hopefully Sai can't get anything done. Horrible timing. But they are gonna get out. They have 2 minutes, so they're down full Uber ad, but they have 2 minutes off the clock. Froyo still doesn't have the cap. This Sandblast sniper is doing a lot of denial. They don't want to use for this cap. Laz takes a bunch of damage. It looks like they use in.
Yeah, they do use in, and Logan gets dropped anyways. And now we are going to have Banny in super deep. Is going to be able to take down Hubert. Great stuff from him, connecting those pipes, as he so often does. And now Laz with a nice rocket, going to be able to take down Soar. Can someone clean up onto Dank? Oh my god, nice rocket from Laz onto Dingo. Expertly defending his medic. Much needed too, because Dank was in a lot of trouble there. But Froyotech are not out of the woodworks by a long shot. They have basically got the hold at this point for 3 minutes straight. Only 27 seconds on the clock for the wall.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
All right. I mean, that's not too big. It's like 10 seconds difference. Okay, well, that's a little bit different. So that was their attempt at a 4-man. The Sinkarma early death kind of put a big wrench into that. But the spawns are so fast, and both teams just kind of building. You're not losing anything by failing that. You attempt it, whatever, it doesn't work. You're going to still get this Uber. They have Sandblast on Pyro. They have Dingo and Cyback on Soldiers. This is more similar to their default roster. Sandblast almost does get taken down. He got a little far ahead of his team here. So normally what happens is the Pyro takes a bunch of heals, comes out here, air blast, and the Soldier bombs in which it looks like Sai and Dingo both want to do. No, they just get cleaned up. Oh my, wow, this forward hold is really good.
It is really, really good for Froyotech, and it's what they need, because they still have 2 minutes that they need to whittle down, as it seems like a little bit of roster swapping. Instead, they're going to try and put things into Sandblast's hands once again. He's going to be sniping from main there. See if he can maybe get a shot on to Dank. He's going for that wide peak, but is not going to find anything, as Sinkarma once again dies early in this 4-man attempt. So they're just going to wait. And even though they have a very quick respawns, everyone just kind of pleads a bit more time off the clock for Froyo.
Yeah, they just need to do something different. It's not the part. I think they just might use it. Yep. But they get juggled away. Sky gets juggled away. Does live, and Froyotech might chase a little bit too deep here. No, they don't. They're going to try to get out through Cliff. Yes, they are. Banny was not there, so they are able to get out through Cliff. The forward has been broken. Both teams, no Uber. We're just going to see kind of a default fight. Sandblast is on Soldier. I'm curious how they initiate, because they don't have that sniper. Banny and Laz and Logan taking a bunch of damage in connector. Sai runs forward, might get cleaned up. Actually, he does. His team was not ready to follow behind him. And
it's going to be a big
Sandblast
bomb
was in.
onto Dank. Dank barely going to live. Dingo trying to follow up.
Got him.
Is going to be able to connect. Nice rockets from him. They expended basically another 4-man to try and get onto him, but this time it is successful. So they might have to back up. They might have to worry about a few sticky traps here and there, but it shouldn't be too much resistance from Froyotech. They don't have heals, but only 30 seconds left for Froyo.
Yeah, so it's even on the point time now. Dank still hasn't healed anybody. So now but it literally is full Uber, and Brandslam is actually on Sniper again, so we're back to where we've started. Oh, that's huge. And they lose last as well. It is a 3-man Uber, but this Uber is not really going to get anything. Maybe Vanny? No, that is nothing. And Dank is going to push forward with his team. They need to get some sort of cap time. I don't know if they're able to. Sin Karma bombs forward. All right, they get some.
Can he do anything? No. Oh my god, it's just destruction. Logan just cleaning house right there as Froyotech take their first round, making it 2-1. And it seems like, you know, once they were able to be in the driver's spot, they were able to hold on to that. That forward hold really killed a lot of time off the clock in their favor. So if Froyotech want to get into this, getting into that similar position is going to be a must for them.
Yeah, Sandblast back on Sniper, and they don't have Brandslam on Sniper this time. So they are just going to double Soldier Bomb directly behind. They're getting on the side. Sword gets taken as well, and Hubert's dead to last. So that double Soldier Bomb did a bunch of work. Dingo was able to clean up Dank. Good shot by Sandblast. So now it's a 3v2. Dingo is behind. Brandslam is going to chase him. Oh my god, Sandblast is just... Okay, so Dingo is still behind. He's going to do his best to live. He's facing 2 scouts. He lives somehow. And the Wall are going to be able to take the point. That was incredibly chaotic. Again, Sandblast just kind of saving the day. Like, he got 2 great headshots that basically salvaged the mid at 2 big points, and now Brandslam is on Sniper. It's even Ubers. Both teams have a Sniper, so let's see what they want to do with it.
Yeah, I 100% agree. If Banny doesn't die there, that's definitely a 1 mid for Froyotech, but now Froyo gonna try and re-aggress here. Logan getting some time on the point. Brandslam, as it can be Patty instead, who is gonna go for a bomb in through behind. Is going to be lurking over by Cliff. Everyone on the wall has to be aware of it. But Sin Karma is super deep right here, trying to get a lot of damage. He's taken down as well as the wall. Going to be able to press across the point, doing really well there, and going to be able to hold on to the point for a little while longer.
Yeah, but they did lose Sin Karma in that. That's going to make this initial fight really hard, even with the Sandblast Sniper, because there's no area denial out of the wall. Sandblast does get pushed, but Brandslam gets cleaned up by Sword. They are going to lose Laz as well, so okay, yes, Froyo doesn't even get the point. They were close to getting it. Dank is going to be forced to use. This Uber actually could be big out of Froyo if they can get onto Hubert. Banny does. Hubert is getting chased down by Logan through main.
Oh,
great job by Logan. Everyone else on his team. Well, actually, hold on. All right.
Oh my god, it is just chaos everywhere and all parts of the map. Sor finally is going to be able to take down Brandslam. We do have one more last. Tries to get onto Sin Karma. Does so much damage, is going to be able to take him down right before he falls. So that might just slow things down for the wall if they opt to wait for Sin Karma to respawn before they capture up the point, allowing Froyotech to get in position to try and fight it a little bit. Not going to be enough to stop the capture, as Dank does take a bit of damage. As a headshot does ring out, but for the wall, they've still got a lot of time off the clock, and they are in advantage when it comes to that.
Yeah, Laz bombing forward. He's actually hurt. If he eats anything errant just like that, he's going to get cleaned up. Petty is through connector. No one is shooting him yet. He's going to take down Sin Karma. It's a 1-for-1 trade. Dingo and Brandslam trade as well. This is still way better in the favor of the wall. Headshot onto Banny. Banny was at like 5 health. He is going to get arrowed. They aren't going to be able to chase him. That was very close. But it's just, these fights as well, it seems like it's still benefiting. Sandblast was really feeling himself, was on the other team's concrete. He's getting rushed down. He's going to get cleaned up. That was a little bit too much out of Sandblast. And Hubert does have, it's going to be a Sore Uber. It looks like it is. Psy Guy is in this as well. It's kind of a family Uber for both teams. No kills yet. The Scout's kind of getting juggled around. Laz is in. He is pretty hurt, but he is going to get the pack behind. And now this crunch could be massive. They do take down Sore. Hubert is going to get out their main. Sin Karma's going to die on Cliff.
Sin Karma is going to go down, but Sandblast with just a headshot going to be able to take down Logan. Hubert is going to survive. Patty was on the chase deep into their spawn as a Sandblast is also going to fall prey, but Dingo with an immediate bomb is going to be able to avenge him. It is still just chaos.
Yeah, they're down 3.
Yeah, they are down 3. The wall gonna try and get onto this point while Froyotech are still down a few players. Brand Slam is super weak, gonna have to back up, switching over onto Scout for a this time for Froyotech, as the wall have a lot of presence on the point. They just need a bit more. They should be able to capture it up. Froyotech not going to be able to defend against it, going in the favor of the wall. Only a minute for them left on the clock, as we do have a pause here. You need to maybe kind of collect our thoughts a little bit.
Yeah, Froyo's feeding. Like, that's something you never hear about a Banny-led team. They're always so good about going exactly where they need to go, not crossing that theoretical line where they're putting themselves in more danger than it's worth. They're feeding. Patty dying at spawn for no reason. Laz has died a little bit aggressive too much. Like, I don't know if it's feeding, but they're dying at inopportune times. So they're either feeding or the wall is doing an incredible job at cleaning up those players who are going for anything. It's just like when I said they're 3 down, that was like at least 1 or 2 of those kills was not off of the big fight that had just happened. It was off of Patty chasing or someone being a little too far forward and getting caught, and that they completely lost the point for it. They're not able to refight it. This is not the Froyo that you're used to in that regard. And the wall is playing incredible. Like, Sin Karma has gotten caught off a few times playing really aggressive, but he's been so aggressive in other scenarios that has won his team the fight where it's perfectly fine. And when you have Sandblast hitting all these shots, like, that's fine. Losing a player here there is fine because you know Sandblast is going to trade him.
Yeah, that is one of the big things, is Sandblast up on Sniper, able to get those opening picks, and he's able just to deny Froyotech so much space. I mean, he got that kill on the Banny through Connector, and that essentially won them the mid for this round, and he was able to just to deny so many people from getting in. He just had that kind of yard area locked down, and no one really wanted to contest him there or even try and peek him, so he's just been doing a lot of work for the team, able to get so many shots off, as he kind of said is very important, because otherwise, you got a sniper up there and they're not hitting anything. It's just kind of a wasted player in the server, but Sandblast is making it work, and he's been able to just get so many great picks for his team, both like before pushes, during pushes, after pushes, just like clockwork. He's able to, get them. So he's definitely someone that Froyotech need to try and kind of force down. Not that they haven't been trying, Patty and Laz have been doing their work, trying to get onto them, but even when they do get onto Sandblast, like you said, everyone else on the wall have been kind of playing around their sniper really well, going to defend him when they should, and when they don't, they leave him out to dry, and they're just able to mulch on the rest of Froyotech, who are just kind of so concerned with Sandblast.
Yeah, and that the way you normally deal with Sniper, the way that, I mean, I'm going to date myself here, but the I-52 version of Froyo, is 52 or 55, and I remember very vividly, like, okay, we'll talk later. We're going back live. So, Hubert has Uber, Dank does not yet. He just gets now. They use in immediately. Are they going to be able to get anything? It doesn't seem like it. Patty bombing behind. Sandblast is looking at him. No kills yet. As I say that, Logan gets cleaned up.
Ooh. As we are going to see a bomb comes in onto Hubert. Patty does get the kill. Really great stuff from him, but Sai also finds one onto Dank. Both medics immediately going down. The last one for Froyo. Laz is in the backlines. I think they know where he is. They definitely do know where he is. Sandblast has got his scope ready, but instead it's going to be Sai getting that kill. So Froyotech, once again, they did have a little bit of fortune there getting onto Hubert, but immediately things going awry with Dank dying. They are going to have the faster respawners. Immediately Patty jumps towards the point, takes a lot of damage, is going to have to back up. Soar immediately gets onto Banny. That's going to be a dead demo. That's going to be so bad for Froyotech, as they want to try and capture up this point.
Yeah, that's huge pick. I mean, they're gonna maybe give up the point here. Actually, Grandslam going down, it should get everyone on the wall forward. All of a sudden, it's just Dank and Patty. Dank is doing his best to keep Patty alive. It does not happen. Dank's getting cleaned up. Bandy's coming in here through Connector. He's alone. Logan's running in too, but I mean, there's only so much you can expect a scout to do, and they both get cleaned up. Grandslam's gonna run through main here. Not a lot he can do. That's the round.
That is the round. And that was where the pause was, a tactical pause, presumably
by the
for
wall.
Froyotech.
No, it was by the wall.
It was by the wall.
Yeah, that was a wall. I like
Interesting.
that. I like that. They're on a roll. They want to make sure they can keep doing what they're doing. They're getting the Brand Slam sniper back. That was the only time that they really had any solution to what Sandblast was doing, was this Brand Slam sniper. So let's see if he can get an aggressive, that immediate trade he does. It's a body shot, but who cares? He takes down Sandblast. That opens up a lot, and look how passive the wall are playing. There's not a lot they can do. Dingo goes in, immediate air shot. Great rockets out of Dank. Not going to get cleaned up. Dank's so hurt.
He's so weak. Dank barely trying to stay alive over by Cliff, has gotten the pack and should be able to live. That is Side, the last one to fall. Staying alive for a little bit, but Froyotech managing to figure out some type of adaptation. It was Brand Slam on the sniper, getting the better of Sandblast, but Sandblast is trying to peek on the point. Had an opportunity to get the medic, not going to be able to find that one there, but you know, this is not over for Froyotech at all. Even if they win this, they have got a long road ahead of them as the wall moving their way up. It is going to be, at least for now, an SBS from Dude Sandblast as he does find one onto Banny, and now that opens things up for the wall. They can try and take some presence on the point, but they still have to worry about Brand Slam.
There's the Uber. Dank got carpeted off. The Uber has to come in. It is actually a little bit better for Froyo. Sin Karma gets run down behind the Uber by Logan. Great play out of him. And if they don't get a kill in about a second here, Brand Slam is going to do exactly that. Take down Hubert. They have no one really forward at all as well, so you're kind of hoping Sandblast hits something really well after fight out of Froyo. Sandblast 9 health. Might eat an Aaron Rocket. Oh, he's getting jumped.
Is barely managing to get out. The same cannot be said for Dingo, who does fall there. And for Froyotech, this is a lot better than we've seen in the past couple of rounds. Now they're in a position to try and get some type of hold going. I don't think they're going to be able to hold on to it, so they are going to have to back up. Everyone on the wall going to be able to get out onto Cliff. Still, again, Sandblast up on the sniper, just trying to open things up for his team, hit a shot. And as we kind of suggested, it hasn't been the case for the wall so far, but if you're not hitting things on the sniper, it can be a little bit more of a, a burden for your team. But we're going to have to see if maybe Sandblast can do something here. But instead, Brand Slam going to be the one, finds a shot onto Sin Karma. And now that's going to put the wall in such a tricky position. Can they do anything without their demo? Not really. So we're just going to have to see if they can maybe pick off a few Froyotech players, which they have in Laz and Patty.
Oh, my Brand Slam. I thought Hubert was behind the rock, but no, Brand Slam, massive shot onto Hubert, gonna take him down. They're not really in a position to get forward either. Again, because you have Sandblast on sniper, you only have one soldier. There's only one guy flying through the air you have to look at. Sai does take down, oh wait, Sin Karma.
Oh, Banny?
Wait, he got...
Banny got the force. Yeah, Banny got the force.
Sin Karma
actually,
got the force,
Sin Karma, yeah, sorry, my bad. Sin Karma got the force. A really great kind of a late bomb from Sin Karma there to, get that one. But that is going to mean Froyotech, they are going to be at actually even Ubers. They want to try and forward hold this, and the wall going to have to try and break out again.
And this is where they struggled. This is the only round that Froyo has so far is off of this forward. Are they going to be able to get through it? I'm curious. Brand Slam is still on sniper, so you have a little bit less denial, at least as far as that close range. Brand Slam could hit a nice shot. Sword gets taken down as he tries to get through. They're just shoving, and they're getting destroyed. Sai gets taken down. They are going to lose Laz, but I mean, with 15 seconds left, you're going to at least need to start this fight down at least one player. Although, Laz being down is big. Brand Slam's giving a lot of aerial denial, so I'm curious. Sin Karma just wants to waddle through. Man, Hubert's dead if he follows his team. Just like, oh no, Manny doesn't dead. Never mind, all right.
Barely gets through, and they do have a little bit of time on the point. Soar is going to be able to kill Banny there, as they are going to be able to capture up the point. But can they hold on to it? Soar taken down. Nice body shot from Brand Slam. Laz is in super deep. Trades out with Dingo as Froyotech. They are going to have the player advantage as they make their way towards the point. It is still even Ubers. Both Dank and Hubert do have. That is going to be Dank taking a pipe there. Is going to have to play a little bit past this. The Uber comes out from the wall. The counter from Froyotech.
That's a big
is it going to be a little bit better? Sin Karma finding Logan is going to be really, really helpful for the wall, but can Froyotech come back in with the late fight? They're trying to do so. Laz getting a bit of damage onto the point. Sin Karma is super weak. Nice bomb to stay alive, but Laz aggressively there takes him down. Brand Slam, nice headshot onto Hubert, and this could be going well for Froyotech. It is going to be a bomb from Sandblast. Not going to make anything work here as the final three players for the wall try and find anything at all. Sai and Dingo both going to go down. Soar as well as Froyotech captures it up and makes it a 3-2 game.
That was basically the exact opposite. That was Brand Slam hitting all the shots. Every time that anyone on the wall wanted to make anything happen, Brand Slam got a pick. I think like 2 or 3 times he got the pick on Hubert as it was happening. So we're going to be back to that sniper v sniper. I really feel like whoever gets the first pick on sniper like has the advantage for at least a minute. So I'm really curious to see who's going to get that pick. They're playing it very similar. Brand Slam is going more for a medic pick, whereas Sandblast is kind of playing for anyone he can see, although he might have a shot onto Dank with playing behind the point. Good amount of damage here in connector. Bandy's getting pretty dang hurt.
Yeah, he's playing very aggressive, is going to be knocked back, takes a bow. Laz also pretty weak over in yard. As Froyotech get a little bit aggressive on the point, Laz going to be bombing over towards connector. Does force back Dingo and Soar for the meantime. And with that, Froyotech have a lot of point presence. Sai can get on it to just try and deny them any type of easy cap, and Sandblast going to be able to take down Banny with a body shot.
Yeah, although Brand Slam, immediate trade on a Sandblast, that is big, but that don't being done. Okay, now he takes down Dingo as well. Laz is behind. The Uber does come out. Hubert does have, so it's just now being forced. It is, again, a family Uber. This is a 3-person Uber, so it's actually going to fade at the exact same time, even though Fro used a lot earlier. Laz is going to get cleaned up. No, he's not. Soren and Hubert are actually die. There goes Laz, but really, really well played out of Froyo, even losing Banny early.
Now they have a, I think every time they've captured up the midpoint first, they have won the round almost flawlessly. So once they are in a position to win, they take it. But Sandblast taking down Logan. Okay. Brand Slam just body shots Hubert, and that immediately sends the wall into a tailspin. They have to try and get onto Dank, who is immediately so far back already on Cliff. Instead, seems like they're going to try and opt to just capture up the point while Froyotech are so far away.
Yeah, they'll get the cap, and Hubert had already spawned, so it doesn't really matter. That shot on the side guy is big. The trade on the Patty is nice as well. Sandblast gets nuked by the players on concrete, and there goes Soar as well. So now, now it's Brand Slam. Good shot onto Laz.
Very good shot from Dingo onto Laz. But yeah, Froyotech going to be able to capture up this point, and you know, for the wall, they've got a little bit of a mountain ahead of them. They are at uber at time disadvantage as well, and we've already seen Froyotech in these positions. They can be so hard to play against. Yeah,
it's again, you're really actually. Dingo's taking a bunch of damage. Oh, the headshot rings out onto Brand Slam and Laz insert. That is going to get some ground for the wall. He takes down Soar. He's not missing. St. Karma's just in. He gets the force. Hubert needs to live. You need to get Hubert out if you possibly can. Patty's bombing forward. They are going to get out, it looks like. They might lose everyone else. They are going to get out. So that's good out of them. It almost wasn't, but yeah, Brand Slam's not missing. Brand Slam decided that he's tired of Sandblast doing that, and he's just going to be better now.
Yeah, he's on. Yeah, he is on an 8K, doing really, really well. Running with scissors, shout out right there. But for Sandblast, gonna have to try and figure out some type of answer to it, as it seems like they are gonna opt to have their soldiers bombing through yard. They force everyone back. Sandblast, nice headshot onto Laz. Oh my god!
Nice.
Patty getting absolutely melted. Nice rockets from Dingo, air-shotting him twice, I believe. As now the rest of the wall making their way forward, but Karma and Sandblast disconnected. Bandy bombing forward. He's bombing in. He's in on Hubert. He's bombing around. He gets out. How does that happen? Bandy just making miracles for his team. You know, a lot of people say, you know, product can be a jump map for the soldiers. He's making a jump map for the demo, and because of it, his team only have a minute left on the clock.
Yeah, it is even Ubers. Sandblast is dead again. There's 9. Sorter bombs in. Hubert doesn't get forced yet. Laz gets floated, so he's going to get cleaned up. Sor actually might be dead here on Cliff. He does live. No, as I say that, it's 10K. He's sniped again. The Uber does come out for both teams. It's about even as far as fight. All right.
Okay, that is... Oh, but Dank in the sky, barely going to be able to survive that one. Nice surf from him. A good attempt from Dingo, but for the wall, their backs are up against it. They have to try and figure out some way to get on the point. Sandblast, yeah, taking down Logan is going to be good to open things up. They still have to try and get onto it. Only 20 seconds left for Froyotech. The wall going to be able to get their respawners in time. Laz doing a lot of damage over on the flank, and here comes Patty to clean it up. Really great soldier work from the pair of them right there, as now the wall, they only have 4 people. Can they do anything here? Both Sai and Sor pretty weak. Sin Karma on the point. Logan gonna try and deny the Patty. Just a bomb from Connector. Is able to clean him up. Sai trying to do anything he possibly can. It's gonna be only him and Hubert for the meantime. But Sai is actually doing a lot of work.
Oh, yeah, Sai just went massive. He won that round. Oh, all right. Benny takes down Dingo. They need to kill Laz immediately here to be able to hold this. They don't kill him, but they deny him pretty well. They are going to be able to cap. They're trying to
Laz. Nice air shot. And the bomb. Yeah, the Uber coming out. Can they find Hubert? He might be caught, but all Froyotech need to do is just whittle down this time off from the wall. They can do something. They're getting a lot of picks. Dingo, one of the last few alive, is going to be taken down. Now it's going to be Psy and Sandblast. Sandblast trying to jump to the point in time. Is he going to be able to make it? No. And we have a tied game, 3-3, and this is no 5 CP uni. Whoever wins this round, and we will have a winner this round, is going to win the game.
Yep. Okay, no, okay. So, what? You see what I'm seeing? Okay, no, he's on scout. Okay, he was checking for the sniper. So they're playing at default. They gave up on the Sandblast sniper, so what you're probably going to see is a lot more aggression out of the wall. They need to get onto Brandslam. They need to stop Brandslam. That's exactly what Dingo was trying to do. He gets cleaned up. Sora's going to get cleaned up as well. Dank gets cleaned up. Okay, that's big. If Hubert can live, that's going to be really good. He's out. Sandblast is going to be able to get him all the way up. Okay, yeah. So their idea was, good job by Sandblast, actually. The idea was, Brandslam's diffing us on sniper. Our sniper isn't having as much success. Let's just go default and go really aggressive into them. The problem was the team wasn't ready for it. Sandblast actually might get cleaned up on the cliff. He does. So that's a big first pick. Dingo bombs in. Kills Dingo. Takes down Laz as well. And look,
he takes down 3. Dingo with such a huge play over by connector. Brandslam trying to do anything at all is going to get taken down. So really, really great initiation there from Dingo, managing to take down a weak Banny. Yeah, and it is full Uber ad. So we're going to have to see if maybe the wall can execute a similar level of forward hold that Froyotech has done to them.
Laz immediately dead. Side trades as well. They're just running through. It's a 4 for 4. Hubert actually does get forced. Logan's going to get taken down as well. Sandblast died. That's a great. You lose 3. You were going to probably try to make it a 4-man, but you lose 3. You get the force and you take 2 down, so they're not going to be able to even forward hold. Brandslam on sniper. They don't know that he's still on it yet. He has not taken a shot. He has the shot into Hubert. He will take down Hubert down, or take Hubert down. Now, Wall's in kind of a tailspin. They need to figure out what they're going to do. They take down Laz. They're just all inning. They're going all in. No one's really in. A lot of damage, actually. Patty gets taken out. Logan's in the skybox, but they don't have a soldier really there.
Dank is super weak. Can anyone clean up on him? Yes, Sandblast is going to be able to. And just an absolute nuking from the wall. Laz late to the party, trying to see if he can maybe avenge any of his fallen teammates, but it's not going to be. Everyone else from the wall is going to back up and keep control of the point for just a little while longer. Brandslam still going to be up on the sniper. Froyotech sticking to it, but seems like the wall have been able to adjust, putting Sandblast back on scout. We're going to see if maybe Froyotech can do anything, because now the wall are in advantage. They do have a little bit more time off the clock as Froyotech try and whittle it down. We are going to have a bomb coming out, but it's going to be a fake. Brandslam takes down Soar. Everyone on the wall aggressing for it, but a bomb onto Hubert does so much damage, but he doesn't go down. Barely is able to stay alive. Sin Karma, and a little bit of an odd 1v1 with Logan on the other side of the map, but Hubert managing to stay alive there is going to be so huge for the wall, even though they do lose control of the point.
Yeah, they lost control of the point, but they got a bunch of time off. Like, Froyo was aggressive at least 20 seconds before that cap happened, so good on them. Brandslam on China here. I mean, they have a little bit of Uber out of the wall. As I say that, it does dwindle. So what do they want to do? Do they want to take an aggressive Uber in? They send Cyan. Huge bomb. Dingo's on Dank.
Oh, Dank managing to live. He lives that. That is so crucial for Froyotech that Dank was able to stay alive. It could have been disastrous, but the Uber does come out from the wall. The counter Uber from Froyotech. They are trying to chase all these wall players. Hubert might fall. He should fall, and he does.
Sandblast!
But Sandblast! He gets another on the Patty. Oh my god. He is just monstrous this game. On scout, on sniper. We are going to have Psy. Nice rockets onto Brandslam. Immediately forces him back. He is going to get cleaned up. It does drain a little bit more time off the clock in his team's favor, but it's not going to be able to stop Froyotech, and there's only 42 seconds left for the wall. Froyo have got to hold it for 2 minutes. It is doable. We've seen them do similar things, Uni, but it has been so chaotic.
Yeah, but after all that, it is even Ubers. They don't have the Sandblast sniper, so the initiation is going to have to come out of Dingo and Sight, which is exactly what's going to happen. Sora immediately gets cleaned up there. They're trying their best to get. They're doing their best to get a Brandslam. Hubert gets rolled. They do take down Brandslam, but they're almost wiped for it. Actually, Sight, big bomb on a Benny. That's huge. Dingo's in behind. He is going to get cleaned up. Nice spot. Okay, he got about 50 on Dank.
Yeah, it was a very good attempt, but necessary for Froyotech to be able to get onto Huber, keep their medic alive. They still not equal with the wall in terms of time as the wall trying to get aggressive here, but Froyotech do have the Uber. They might try and force it out, but Laz has an opening onto Hubert. The Uber comes out from Froyotech. They're all so deep. Hubert is going to go down there. Does anyone else on the wall fall? No. It's going to be Laz and Patty. Dank tries to surf out the safety. Not going to do it. Nice rocket from side to take him down. It's just chaos on the point. Logan, Grand Slam, both going to go down, and what was looking like a good start for Froyotech. Maybe they chased too deep. Maybe they weren't concerned with anyone aside from Hubert, but they're all going to fall, and it is 40 seconds, less than a minute apiece for each team as we get into the dying stages of this game.
And again, even Ubers. Both meds died in that fight. It's even Ubers. All right, 6v6, normal 6v6. There's no sniper. No sniper at all. We're just going to see default. You're probably going to see a soldier bombing. I was not expecting Dingo to be the one bombing in, if I'm honest with you. But he does. Sin Karma's taking a lot of damage on point. They might just lose this point off of Dingo dying there. Laz is behind. They might want to... Oh, Sin Karma's getting taken down. Sandblast is going to get run down here, too. Now, all of a sudden, this is a horrible situation for them. They need to get out. Petty's getting killed.
Oh, my Laz!
Psy Guy and Soar cleaned up got in for 2 of them, so that's big. But yeah, they took down Hubert. So they're gonna need to get on on Dank before this Uber comes out, or their needs can get Uber. Great
oh my god! Banny with an amazing pipe. Oh my, let Dingo! Amazing rocket onto Dank. Dank tried to surf that as best as possible. Sin Karma is going to go down, and it doesn't matter that they all die because Froyotech still have to wait for their medic. It has been overtime this whole time for the wall. They just need to capture it up once. Froyotech have to hold it for a minute. It is going to be Uber advantage for Hubert, and they should have enough time to get Uber before Froyotech win the round. So the question is, do they wait? Do Froyotech try and get aggressive here before the wall has Uber, or do the wall just try and full send and get that capture before they even have Sandblast dying? It's probably going to make them back up. They don't want to lose Hubert here. That is their key to victory at this moment in time. Froyotech getting a bit aggressive, recognizing that they have to exert as much control as they possibly can in these remaining 30 seconds.
Yeah, there is no sniper, so you're probably going to see, I would just Uber in. Like, Dank almost doesn't have yet. If you Uber in and just cap behind, this early point time is huge. Look at this. They have almost at half cap. Dank does not have. If they just cap behind the Uber, this is going to be massive. The flank comes in. They take down Laz. Panny's dead. Dank is dead. It is a 3v5. One team has heals, but one team has 2 scouts on the point. Sora's taking a lot of damage as well. They're crumbling.
What? They are crumbling. It has to be Sin Karma, and Sandblast trying to do everything is now up to Sin Karma. Can he do it? No. Logan is going to be there with the pistol, and somehow, some way, Froyotech from the clutches are going to be your victors tonight. 4-2-3, a reverse 3-0 comeback from Froyotech. So close, completely down to the wire. Both teams in overtime, double overtime. You don't see that too often, Uni.
Nope.
And it is what an amazing match.
Wow. That's about all I can say is, wow, that was incredible. That was so close, too. If the wall didn't chase as deep as they did, if they just Ubered onto the point and kind of held the line, they would have been able to kill those people, the 3 members of the flank who got on and killed everyone else behind the Uber. It was that close. Wow.
It was so close. And I mean, you know, congrats to Froyotech. They were looking pretty rocky in the middle of that. I mean, down 3-1. Sure, it's Froyotech. You expect them to pull something out of the bag, but to pull it out like that, you know, some of those rounds in the latter stages were some of the quickest that we had, but that last round, though, 7 minutes, 22 seconds, both teams getting the full 3 off the clock, and I'm just looking at the stats right now, and the thing that immediately pops out to me are, as you probably would expect, all of the scout players in the servant. Logan, 50 kills, Sandblast 48, Brand Slam 47, Psy Guy 46. So all the scouts having an absolute blast out there. Just doing everything, but a big thing actually is the kind of depth discrepancy. Dank only dying 14 times, Hubert dying 21. So maybe a little bit better from Froyotech being able to get on to that medic there.
They were just able to get a little more aggressive and take down Hubert in a lot of more of the off timing situations, like the Wall were able to take down Dank and a lot of the Uber fights where a bunch of players died, but Hubert was dying a lot, not necessarily any fault of his own, but he was dying a lot when maybe they had like 20, it was like a 20 versus 30 Uber situation, right? Not in these off timings, which just got Froyo 30, 40 more seconds just off that. So
Yeah, exactly. But one person who can speak a lot to what was going on because he was there himself, Banny, fresh off of the victory. First of all, congratulations on that win against the Wall. And I guess just talk us through that match. You guys down 3-1. You kind of knew that you had to figure out something. You had to change something up. What was it that you guys kind of talked about? Was it something that you guys had to do, or was it some weakness that you could exploit on the Wall?
Hey, yeah, thanks. I mean, we kind of had to cook on the fly, to be honest, because we didn't really come in with like a full game plan against a sniper. So that was definitely a wild card that forced us to adapt on the fly. So the things we mainly focused on, number one was getting information. I think that we were letting Sandblast kind of just sneak around and exist and just get too many shots off for free. So we were trying to be very, very diligent about spotting his position so that we wouldn't get, sniped unexpectedly. That was a huge factor. And then besides that, I actually think Brand Slam just started heating up on Sniper. He just started hitting a lot more shots. He would get med picks, he would get sniper picks, and a lot of times it just comes down to that first pick. So once we settled into kind of that flow with being very careful with spotting and then also having our sniper hitting his own shots, it felt a lot more comfortable. Of course, it was still very hard fought and intense, but that was the formula that worked for us.
Yeah, and I guess you said you kind of had to go off the fly a little bit. How was it having Logan on the team? I think this is your first match with him on the roster, stepping up mid-season. Obviously, really great, talented player, amazing game sense, and he's a beast at demo. Maybe some people a little bit surprised to see him on Scout. How's it been being able to play with him? And was there any kind of, a little bit of teething issues just being able to immediately jump into what was such a close match with a mid-season pickup?
Yes, Logan's a really good player. He's played with us actually a few times throughout the seasons, but usually, as you mentioned, on demo. And that's definitely what he's known for. But he's been putting in the work on Scout recently, and ever since he made Grand Finals on Scout, I think he's been hungry to maybe get a season dub under his belt on Scout. So we're trying to give him that opportunity this season. I think he's fit in pretty well into our team so far. He's pretty chill, easy to work with, his DM is pretty good. He's the classic chill, good DM. But Viaduct is certainly a hard map that if you haven't played it a lot, if you're lacking that experience, it can be kind of difficult to get your footing. So, and he had to kind of play combo scout too. So he definitely had a lot to, do and a lot on his plate, but I think he stepped up well. I think throughout the season, he'll continue to improve and kind of refine his play style. I think, if we can find ways for him to just do his own thing and be creative, I think that's the ideal. And then him and Laz can kind of be our big playmakers.
We're definitely making a lot of plays out there, all of you guys. I mean, you had some amazing kind of, I said this during the match, a lot of times product can be kind of a soldier, rocket jump map, but you were making it look like a demo, map out there, just kind of jumping around, bombing around, not having any fear whatsoever. And just kind of going in, making those plays. But for your team, I guess, who would you say was kind of like some of the MVPs, either, like you said, maybe just popping off with amazing plays or just having some, really great mental, being able to be cool, calm, and collected throughout what was such a close game?
Yeah, well, I was definitely jumping around a lot. We were in a lot of very intense situation, and it's basically like you can't hesitate. You either fucking go in, make the play, or you leave, and if you do anything in between, it's probably going to be for the worst. So sometimes I just felt like I had to go, and it paid off a couple times. I think in particular I had one bomb where I killed Sandblast and Sin Karma both, and I think that gave us a really good footing in that fight. So Yeah, it can be risky. I don't prefer to do it, but if you have to, you have to. As for our team MVP, it's a tough one. I mean, I definitely got to give a props to Logan for kind of playing the combo scout role when, that's not something that he's really ever practiced with us. I think he did pretty well there. And then also Brand Slam started heating up on Sniper, as I mentioned. And once he started hitting shots, I think that kind of gave us something to really like get our foot in the door in that match, because it was pretty tough from the beginning. I'll be honest, like first round, I think I started off like 0-6. It was really hard to just like fight that point kind of just dry against a sniper. And a lot of times I was the first one getting sniped and stuff. So once Brand Slam started hitting shots, I think that gave us just the ability to kind of start making them uncomfortable as opposed to just
change
us.
things up. But
yeah,
I mean, it worked out. You guys pulled it out. Uni, do you have any questions?
I mean, I guess just when you were going.
Uni?
Hello?
I hear him.
Okay. All right. When you guys were going super aggressive after going down, 3-1, a lot of your plays were really, like I was kind of saying, a little more off timing, trying to get on them when they weren't ready. Was that something you were calling, or was that kind of, like you said, just on the fly, kind of, all right, we see the med, let's go?
Yeah, it's more kind of what you just described there at the end. If you decide to go aggressive, you just got to follow through with it. So it's kind of like, where are they? Okay, let's bomb. And because we were trying to spot them a little bit sooner, we were able to at least have a little bit more preparation, getting people healthy enough and all that kind of stuff. So I guess I have to honor the sacrifice of Patty and Laz for just committing and making that space for us. It was pretty difficult for us to get across sometimes, but I think that their distractions and like the picks that they got from going behind and stuff really also helped us a lot. So yeah.
Right. Well, unless you have any more questions, Uni, I think that's it for me. Banny, congratulations on your victory. And do you have any shout outs you'd like to give?
Yeah. GG to the wall. Shout out to Hubada for going to a dancing competition. Hopefully he won, because we won at home. Hopefully he won at the away game. I'm sure he'll come back and see the score and be like, oh God, what happened? But thankfully he's not returning to a loss. Shout out again to Dank for ringing, everyone on the team for playing well and for staying focused. Shout out to Sandblast for getting a little ahead of himself, shit talking before he had it in the bag, and for tunneling the fuck out of me, chasing me to my fucking spawn at the end, only to fall flat on his face. That was pretty funny. And then shout out to you guys for putting on the cast, and shout out to everyone who believed in the comeback. That's about it.
All right. Well, I think that is gonna be it for us here at RGL. Uni, any quick shout outs you'd like to give?
I mean, shout outs to both teams. That was one of the best matches I've seen in a long time.
I'm glad. We seem to always have these types of matches on Viaduct, unfortunately, but I think they're good to sprinkle in for the team to just test where we're at and, make sure that we're not getting complacent.
Well, I would have to mirror your shout-outs completely, Uni. One of the best TF2 games I've seen in a while. Shout-outs to Froyotech for winning the wall, for giving it everything they got. And all of you guys for watching. Shout-outs to you, Uni, being an amazing co-caster. Shout-outs to Dolphin. And shout-outs to the RGL merch. That's right. You thought I would forget. I did forget, but luckily Dolphin was here to remind me. Buy it, check it out. We got some new designs as well as some old returning ones. And if you like any of them, please buy it now, because it will be gone at the end of a season. These things do change. So if you like it, buy it, wear it, show up to, any TF2 events in it, spread the word, all that good stuff. But aside from that, that's going to be it for us here at RGL. It was Froyotech versus the Wall. Froyo winning 4-3 in what was a spectacular game over on Product. We'll be back tomorrow with some more TF2, so stay tuned. But until then, have a great night.